Okay, had an interesting comment about, you know, I want to be in the NBA, but I don't want to sell my soul. First of all, you have to kind of understand why is it you want to be in the NBA in the first place. Why is going to be the only desire that you have? Is it to actually play the game, to be the best, or is it to be the best only in this NBA? And that is where you sell your soul. You got to kind of look at what it is you're doing and why you're trying to do things and the beliefs you have behind it. Because while you're focused on NBA, you're not focused on the game. You're not focused on how you're playing the game. And it's the game that you love. It's that is your purpose, that is your drive, and that is your dream, is to be that player and to be the best player. But where your soul gets sold out is where you think you need to be the best, because then you can't really accept losing sometimes, and it's the losing that ends up making you have a drive to be the best at something. um, I guess the best way to kind of explain this is, I'd be playing cards with my daughter, and, I'd beat her all the time. And, she's a kid, and, I would constantly tell her, I'm the best, I'm the best, you can't beat me, you can't beat me. And every time I'm playing the game, I'm showing her what it is I just did, so that um, I wanted her to have that feeling that she could beat me. So that when she beat me, she knew that she was beating the best. And that built up her self esteem. And I kept teaching her how it was that I was, beating her, so that she would learn how to eventually beat me. And then, eventually that kid was beating me like crazy. And then she was telling me she's the best, she's the best. And it's like, so I had to, that the process of being the best is only developing our human potential. So while being the best is not necessarily a bad thing, it's a matter of building somebody else to be the best too. Because while you're building somebody else to be the best, you have somebody to compete with. And I did raise 4 kids, and some of our um, uh, dysfunction comes from our competitiveness, where somebody always has to be better than somebody else, and got to swallow that pill that I probably taught them that. But where I find the best way I compete, I mean, where I've always found the best joy, where I know I haven't sold my soul, is when I compete with myself. When I do something and then I try and beat myself at something, then it was like, it's the ultimate competition when you're competing with yourself to always make yourself be better than yourself. Then you unfold your own friggin' potential. So, you got to kind of look at where the evil is that we want to be the leaders. And if you can kind of tell, like from this pyramid thing, I'm kind of getting, the best way that we can look at a pyramid. And a pyramid is supporting of all corners of it. Can when you have a pyramid, we have it in all of our marketing. A lot of marketing is pyramid schemes, where somebody at the top is the one that's always going to be the winner, and eventually the guy at the bottom is going to be the one that suffers. They're going to buy into a con that eventually they're going to be the ones that suffer from it. But if you have a pyramid and you switch that pyramid around, so the bottom corner of that pyramid is supporting, is that one, the one that was on the bottom, just as equally as powerful as the one on the top? Can you turn your pyramid upside down so all peaks of that pyramid at any one time are just as powerful? And when you design a system that way, then you're going into a good direction. But to want to be the best at something, you got to understand that in order for you, the way we're dealing with things now is to make sure somebody is not better than you. And while you need to be at the top, you have to understand you're going to destroy somebody at the bottom. And that's not the way you want to be. So I'm not saying that being in an NBA is selling your soul. It's um, enjoy life's path and wherever that path may take you. It may not be the NBA. It may not be you got all of the money in the world. It may be just enjoying that game, enjoying you being the best about yourself. Try and compete with yourself at all times, and then eventually, you'll be at the top no matter where you are. Sometimes it's about being a great player that teaches other kids how to be great players. um, it's not so much the money. Are you going into an MBA because of the money that it gets you? Is money going to be the thing that tells you that you're really good at something? You can be playing a game in your neighborhood. Do you know how supportive that is when you get a bunch of kids going out there and playing a game and, learning how to develop their own personal skills and how to relate with each other and how to work as a team? There's so much goodness that comes out of a team. And we learn about teams and how they function better when we participate in sports or when we participate in like bands. We just can't take away opportunity from everybody else. When you feel that you need to be the best, when you feel you need to be earning all of the money, then that means you're taking away opportunity from somebody else. That is the form, that's how we create third world countries. We need somebody else to be suffering for us to feel like we're on top. And part of the best way of looking at it is kind of look at a flock of birds. They are somewhat as a pyramid shape where one bird appears to be the leader, but where that flock of birds succeeds, where the strength in that pyramid lies, is when the person that's at the front can fall back and let somebody, another bird take the lead. And that's cooperation, and that's by allowing somebody else to be a lead. Sometimes that's allowing somebody else to earn an equal share of money. So I'm not saying give up a dream of being in an NBA. Why not let the universe decide where it is that you need to go into? And when you're focused just on yourself, when you're focused just on your own game, shit will happen. And as long as you see that this NBA is your only direction, then if it doesn't happen, you'll always be disappointed. And maybe there is something that's bigger and better than an NBA. And you'll miss that opportunity because you're so focused on this one direction. You all have amazing opportunities in our lives. But when we're tunnel vision into only one direction, you miss the opportunity to have something greater than that. If an MBA is something that is your dream, trust there's something bigger and better than that MBA, but you'll never ever see it if you're tunnel vision in only that one direction. So enjoy your gift, enjoy your purpose. It is about finding what you love doing and getting somehow supported, if we're in an economic system, supported financially for what it is you love doing. That is kind of my message. But don't focus on the money, focus on the joy of your passion, and let your passion be the thing that makes you want to get up in the morning. Share what it is so that you will have always a good competitor to build your community up, build your team up, build yourself up, and let the universe give you what it is that you're creating for yourself. Because it's always going to be bigger and better than what you have a dream for. The only way you can have a dream is based on what you already know. It's the unknown that you don't know about. And it's the unknown that will always, always be bigger and better than what it is you know right now in this one moment. So allow something bigger and better. You know, don't be so tunnel vision on one direction. Allow the creation of something bigger and better than an MBA. Just a thought. Hope that helps. Peace.